My friends, we have a very, very stuck machine today. Got ourselves an 80,000 pound or heavier soil stabilizing machine. And the owner has been trying to recover it himself. We're gonna pull this machine out with...
Okay, first of all, when someone opens with, "This is the most expensive machine we've ever towed," you know something ridiculous is about to happen.
The het wrecker, and probably gonna use a couple of dozers and other machines, because a machine this big and this buried is a nightmare. But it's not just the machine. This giant tiller box assembly is what's gonna really kill us. It's full of material and it's just gonna drag the whole time we try to winch it out. We're in for a fight with this machine. So we're gonna grab the het, get it set in position, find the best spot to pull from. We're gonna grab some...
Look at Heavy D's eyes. This is the look of a man who just signed a waiver and said, "Yeah, I trust the brakes."
Machines here and get all rigged up.
Alan, do you ever think about how many recoveries you've been on at this point?
No, I never do.
Do you have any idea?
A lot?
Kind of just second nature for you now.
So
Do you have a favorite recovery?
it's so interesting. Like the heavy iron series was fun.
Wait, are they serious? That thing looks like Optimus Prime's rich cousin.
Going down and just recovering a snowmobile in a cave is fun. It's hard to say which one's the best. They're all pretty interesting. All sorts of things, and I just love it.
Usually
A lot of
bringing
work
out-
in the background, but fun.
Usually bringing out the het is always a good time too.
Yeah, this one is going to be very interesting because I think that's one of the heaviest items, or the heaviest, that we've tried to move, and it's stuck in mud.
Alan was telling me that this is one of the heaviest.
Hey, look, it's the guy everybody loves to hate. Hans. Be nice, folks. He's trying his
Of it,
best.
and I thought, I don't know what that is, but it looks extremely heavy. The owner of the machine is saying 119,000 pound machine. It's a stabilizer, I believe is what they call it. I sent a picture of it to Sparks and said, "Hey man, clear your schedule. I got us a doozy." They've had 2 dozers and an excavator there already trying to get it out, and they can't get it out. So, time to call them big guns. That's why we have. Is he coming through the gate yet? That's why we have. Did that work out great? Or?
That was nice, actually.
Thank you.
Great timing.
You're welcome.
Word on the street is this is one of the heaviest vehicles
Oh,
that we've
did you see it?
recovered.
I probably should know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Plot twist. Diesel Dave's beard is actually the backup tow cable.
It's some abstract art right there.
I was asking Alan if he had a favorite recovery.
We've had so many good ones. I mean, a lot of the tractors up at Big Iron, like all the excavators and stuff, those were good, real cool and like
That's
challenging.
what he said.
Did he say Big Iron?
Yeah.
That's what I would thought Alan would say. Oh, hi Al.
Look at Diesel.
Are you picking my nose?
The het has 4 winches on it. We've got 2 of the 55,000 pound winches, the big ones on the deck, and then the crane also has a couple of like 30,000 pound winches. Those are great when you need to be able to kind of lift from a higher angle. So for this one, we're gonna use the big main winches. It's got the 1-inch cable, which is really strong. I mean, we're every bit of 250,000 pounds of pulling force minimum right now.
Nope. I've seen enough movies to know this is the part where everything goes horribly wrong.
The machine, and then run a snatch block on the machine and run it back to the truck. So that way we have basically, we're gonna double our pulling power on each winch line. So we're gonna have quadruple the pulling power. It might be enough to be able to get that thing crawling backwards. Luckily that machine still runs, so it'll be able to crawl itself back. And we're gonna have an excavator come over and lift up on one corner to kind of just give it a little bit of lift to help break the suction, because there is mud underneath it. But we can't start pulling until we get a dozer on the front of us, because we need a good anchor. These anchor legs on this truck are meant for like lighter poles. They're not necessarily designed. So we need as much anchor as we can get. We're gonna use the dozer, hook it onto the front of the het. We're gonna get tight, pull back all the slack out of it. He's gonna put his blade down, and that's gonna give me the best anchor I could possibly have out here in this really loose, soft stuff. We really need to put a bigger spade anchor on the back of this het. We just haven't had time to do it yet, but this will work out great. Basically, we're gonna put that, something like that, on the back of the het that digs into the ground. All right, we're all rigged up. We got the anchor in the front with the dozer. We've got the 2 main lines snatch blocked to the stuck machine. We got a excavator over there lifting up on the corner to kind of help break some of that suction. Now we're gonna just start pulling and see what happens, see if we have enough grunt. We need somebody in the stabilizer though. I love this machine. That's what 100,000 pounds of pulling force will do for you. It didn't even break a sweat. But it's a good thing we had that anchor because it was dragging that dozer on the front of us.
The suspense here is real. I haven't clenched this hard since I watched Fast and Furious tow
Catch
drift.
us. So it worked out great. And now he's the best. It's just an absolute brute. We got a recovery. Just got a phone call from a friend of mine actually right here around the corner from the shop. Him and his dad are doing some work on an empty lot and they got an old backhoe very stuck. It's that time of year where the ground looks like it's like dry enough to work on, but it's not. So jump in, we'll go see what he needs.
Are we pulling it out with this?
I don't think so. I think it's
Total faith in you pulling it out this time.
I got a lot of faith in the new Ram, but we're gonna go see how buried it is. So let's go. Luckily, since this one is literally 4.1 miles away, we're just gonna drive over there and see what it takes. They said it might be broken too, so it might not be able to come out under its own power.
Is there a Taco Bell in between here and there or no?
At the Terrible's gas station, I believe it's a Chevron, down in Fillmore, Utah, or Meadow, Utah.
That's not even...
It is not even comparable. It's like a 5-star restaurant in there. They have the best fried chicken you've ever had in your entire life. This is a place called West Bountiful. West Bountiful is basically pretty much where our shop is. We're actually in a place called Woods Cross, but West Bountiful and Woods Cross are all kind of on the same west side of the town. The mountain up there is where I live. This is the old, basically, lake bed of the Great Salt Lake. And the actual shoreline of the Great Salt Lake is only a few miles that way. So this is all an old lake bed, which means the water table is like right below here. They're like out here in West Bountiful, you can dig a foot and find the water table. So that's why this is buried. She's in there. He sent me a picture of it, but this is a little more aggressive.
Well, there's...
Realistically, about 2.5, 3 feet down is where the water starts. Step right there and watch right there.
Move your
No,
feet
I'm
around.
good. You want me to
just
get your
push
truck
your right
after
foot.
this? Oh.
From, because it's all kind of smushy. Whatever we pull with is going to put a lot of pressure on the ground. We just got to make sure that we don't destroy their driveway or the road, and we don't get, you know, our machine stuck. So that's the whole reason I came over here, to figure out what we're going to bring over.
It's not a Minotaur shell, right?
Could be, but I think the wrecker's going to be easier to get over here. All right, plan is we're going to go get the het wrecker and bring it back over here. That truck is just a pulling machine, especially if this is dead or not able to come out under its own power for whatever reason, which, ooh. And yeah, it might be coming out dead. See right there, that fan belt is loose, it's off.
Oh,
it's because
yeah.
the mud pushed up from underneath and is smushed up into the radiator, into the fan, until we get that mud clear out of there. She's not gonna run without overheating. Oh boy. I might wanna bring my muck boots. All right, let's go get the wrecker.
What? Hanging out with Dave long enough. It's like its own school. You learn to overpack. It's on a new kick, a new healthy kick. So if you guys have any options for a new healthy kick, Dave, just go ahead, send them on over. Just try not to eat junk food anymore. We just freaking ordered burritos. And Dave second guessed himself on if he wanted burritos. That's like the most not Dave Sparks thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Probably take a few of these slings to be safe.
We need that many?
No, we don't need this many. I'm just being safe, man.
Los paisajes cambian sin cesar. El silencio de las ventanas
so the plan here is the ground is holding up decently under the het. My big concern is sinking the het, because once it breaks through, then it's just a nasty mess we have to deal with. We're a little bit further back than we want to be, but we also want as much lift as we can get. So I'm going to start there. If it starts sinking, then we'll reconfigure. I have confirmed that the machine's not going to be able to drive itself out. We might be able to get it started long enough to be able to lift the boom out of the way, which would be very helpful. But right now, I'm just going to hook the last boom winch line onto our Yankum soft shackle, which, as you guys know, those soft shackles are like damn near indestructible. We beat the ever-living piss out of those things, and they just keep on going. And it's the best possible thing to use on that type of situation, because weird angles, it's just an area that I don't trust a chain, and cables kind of get in there, get kinked, whereas the soft shackle, it can bend any which way and then just kind of go back to its regular shape. So we're hooked up. We're gonna try to start it now and try to get the boom up. Well, so far, so good. Machine's coming out pretty good. The back is lifted up. Now I'm just gonna start pulling. She should come right out here, see what happens.
And that's how you casually risk $1 million for YouTube greatness. Another successful recovery is in the books for Heavy D, Diesel Dave, and the Sparks Motors crew. Until next time, see you in the next Heavy D and Diesel Dave Fan Favorites video. Be sure to visit the official Heavy D Sparks channel to watch this video in its entirety. Thanks for watching.
Let the winch out. Well, that was much easier than we expected. Obviously the het is a brute. This is the right tool for the job. Anything else would have tried to drag this thing out low lines with the ground, and then you're just dragging through the mud the whole time. Being able to back up to it and lift it up in the air, that was the trick. So we got her saved. I think it took us a total of maybe 10 minutes. Now we're back to the shop to get the equipment ready for whatever recovery rolls in next. So let's go.